I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Police from several agencies converged on the Village of Bloomingburg this morning following a bank robbery at the Citizens Bank branch off Winterton Road. Police are reportedly looking for two women and their getaway vehicle, a red Chevy Malibu. One of the women, wearing a brown wig, walked into the bank and told employees she was armed. Both women drove off with an undisclosed amount of cash. Initial reports are no weapon was displayed. We keep checking back here at Record Online for any further developments. It was a rally in Albany dealing with fracking, the hydraulic fracturing method of capturing natural gas from shale that has ignited years of controversy. Only this time, the rally in March featured those who support fracking and want Governor Andrew Cuomo to lift the current moratorium so gas drilling can begin in parts of the state. The rally was called Real Jobs for Real People and stressed the economic benefits that supporters see coming from gas drilling. Opponents say drilling would damage the environment and pollute water sources. Regulators are reviewing the issues and rules that would be put in place if the governor lifts the current fracking ban. Reporter Steve Israel is covering today's rally. Look for his report here at Record Online and in Tuesday's Times-Herald Record. For the fifth time this year, Newburgh City Police find themselves investigating a homicide. The latest one happened early Sunday morning when 23-year-old city resident Justin Doctor was gunned down outside a nightclub on Liberty Street. Hours later, a makeshift memorial was set up at the corner of William and South William Streets in memory of a young man known as J-Doc, who was reportedly shot in the chest and arm. He was later pronounced dead at St. Luke's Cornwall Hospital. Nearby, a few weeks ago, 24-year-old Keith Chapman was shot and killed. 33-year-old James White has been charged with murder for that fatal shooting. It's the latest fiscal crisis for the financially challenged city of Newburgh. Earlier this month, a 130-year-old sewer trunk line broke, sending 3 million gallons of raw sewage into Quassia Creek. And while outside contractors were brought in to create a bypass system and make emergency repairs, the city will have to make a final decision on how to pay for the estimated $800,000 price tag. This was the second break in that sewer line in the past 2 months. The previous $800,000 bill was covered through the city's now dwindling reserve fund. The declaration of a state of emergency by the State Health Department does make Newburgh eligible to receive a low-interest loan for the latest round of needed repair funding. The city leaders say they don't have the money needed to pursue the long-term solution, complete replacement of the line. A problem with a living room fireplace is being looked at as the probable cause of a fire Sunday that destroyed a residence in the village of Warwick. The 3-alarm blaze ripped through the colonial-style house at number 2 Jonathan Court. The family of 3 was not home at the time. High winds and a lack of water hindered the efforts of firefighters, who needed about an hour to put it out. While the Red Cross works with the displaced family, community members are setting up donation drives to help them get back on their feet. New York Senator Charles Schumer calls it a disturbing and growing trend. It's the number of babies now being born with addictions to prescription drugs and painkillers. Schumer was at St. Luke's Cornwall Hospital today to call on the Food and Drug Administration to change drug labels to better warn pregnant women. Schumer says doctors need to be better educated in order to identify symptoms and improve treatment, and he's calling for more clinical research to help future moms avoid addiction. Schumer pointed to statistics showing that the number of babies born addicted has nearly tripled in the past decade. A Kingston man has been charged with animal cruelty after Ulster County SPCA investigators say they took custody of a mistreated pit bull. 22-year-old Damian Jackson was arrested for allegedly allowing his 9-month-old pit bull named Isis to suffer with an untreated broken leg for several weeks. Once the SPCA seized the animal, orthopedic surgery was required to repair the break. Jackson, who was arrested Sunday, was turned over to Kingston City Police. They came to shed light on a sensitive topic and to raise money. More than 600 people came to the walkway over the Hudson Saturday to take part in the 3rd annual Out of the Darkness Suicide Prevention Walk. Organizers say more than $42,000 was pledged to help fund suicide prevention programs, including efforts that help people suffering from depression, as well as families affected by suicide. Estimates are someone dies as a result of suicide here in the U.S. every 14 minutes. And tragically, a man took his own life earlier this month on the walkway over the Hudson. It was time to honor our law enforcement officers and emergency responders. On Sunday, the Holy Name of Jesus Catholic Church in Otisville held a Blue Mass, a religious service held each year by the Roman Catholic Church in tribute to our men and women in blue. Holy Name Church alternates with the Presbyterian Church in Otisville as host church for the special religious service. And thousands of people were once again walking the streets of the village of Warwick Sunday, taking in the sights, sounds, and smells of this year's Applefest celebration. The 7-hour-long event featured a variety of music, crafts, food, and of course plenty of apples, one of the region's most important crops. Proceeds from Applefest go to the Warwick Valley Community Center, the Warwick Valley Chamber of Commerce, and the 50 or so nonprofit organizations that use Applefest as their primary fundraiser for the year. Sunshine's expected to dominate our weather over the next 48 hours. Tuesday will be mostly sunny and cool with the highs around 60 degrees. More sun in the forecast for Wednesday, and it'll be a bit milder with temperatures reaching the mid-60s. When news breaks, you will find it here at Record Online and read all the stories important to you in tomorrow's edition of the Times-Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.